everyone, it's Shannon, aka QB Crossing. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Today we are touring the most beautiful, natural, overgrown town island. Everything is all blue and the aesthetic is just gorgeous. This is definitely one of my favorite islands, so let's just get right into it. So as always, first things first, we are going to check out the island map. I'm already loving just the ambience of this island from where we were on the airport, but this is the map. I love how simple it is, and I actually think it's so hard to decorate an island with very little terraforming. You can tell that they've definitely altered their map a bit. They've probably made those waterways a little bit skinnier and added a lake, but the island itself is actually very flat, and that's really hard to create interest and depth on an island without using any cliff terraforming. So that just tells me that there's going to be some really great natural town vibes throughout here. Really nice pathing just throughout, I'm assuming custom codes and the way that they're decorating, so cannot wait to see that. Also, since everything on this island is blue, that's their theme, you can see that there's lots of blue villagers on this island, so I really like that they're just pulling this theme together all through and through. I am a huge fan of this creator. The last island tour I actually did is one of this creator's islands, and I realized that they had this other amazing island as well that I really wanted to tour. I think it's just so beautiful. I love their work. So their socials are on the screen as well as their dream address. Be sure to check them out. But before we get into today's tour, let's just take a quick second to thank today's sponsor. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. HelloFresh delivers fresh ingredients and chef-crafted recipes straight to your door. And my cat QB also really loves these box deliveries. Everything arrives pre-portioned with easy to follow recipe cards that make cooking a restaurant quality meal at home a breeze. I love that I don't have to worry about meal planning during my already busy weeks. Plus, you can now get one free dessert item per box while your subscription is active, so that has been amazing. There are over 45 recipes to choose from, including vegetarian, vegan, and quick and easy meals, so there is something for everyone. This week, we really loved the roasted garlic and zucchini flatbreads, and we even added chicken to them through HelloFresh, so we got some extra protein on those as well, and that really just cured our pizza craving that we were having. They were so good, we couldn't wait for our leftovers the next day. My husband and I just love cooking together and trying new recipes each week without any added stress of shopping or finding new recipes. Plus, we have more time to spend together and for our hobbies, like me finally getting to play some Animal Crossing. Use my code QB16FM or scan the code on screen to receive 16 free meals and free dessert for life while your subscription is active. So thank you to you all. Let's get back to today's video. Okay, so we are back on this beautiful island now. Look at all of these gorgeous blue colors against the natural greens. The time of day also adds this really beautiful bluish green sky. I love when creators set their islands to early morning because as we walk around, it will start to get brighter, and it's just really nice seeing that time of day switch. This entrance is also really beautiful. They're really coming in strong with the way that they're setting up this pathing. I'm seeing that there's a lot of really clear directions to go in. If we look to the right, we're also seeing a villager house over there, and I love getting to see some of those structures right at the entrance. This is really just such a gorgeous color palette with the greens, the whites, and the blues, and I really like how kind of subtle they're bringing in some of the blues as well. I have seen islands that kind of use a color palette like this, and it always is just so satisfying to me and so aesthetically perfect. So I think if I kind of start a new island, I would really consider just doing an all blue island as well, and this one may just be some inspiration for that. Look at the resident rep in all blue, also so cute. They have really paid attention to detail all throughout here. And this museum, wow. I say it a lot whenever I see a really nice museum build, but I really think the museum is super hard to decorate, and I love that they've brought it to the front of their island and they're not scared to decorate around this massive structure. It actually works really beautifully with their theme, and I really like how they brought in those blue benches and of course all of the blue bushes and the blue hydrangeas. It's really pretty. Let's see, if we come up this way, Wow, this is just so cute. I love, love, love this little pathway over here. These little small filler areas are so charming. Like the little walkway over here as well just adds so much to the space. And the white fencing, they're really pulling together this theme really nicely. And they're really putting the effort into all of these small spaces as well, which is what really adds up to make your island feel really charming and well put together. This is gorgeous also, like even these little pathways to the beach. Let's see what this leads over to here. How cute. I'm such a fan of these like tiny builds where you have just like a little seating area like this. It looks so simple, but it's actually really hard to curate these small spaces, and everything down to these little weeds on the beach. It's really so cute. It is such a like cottagecore classic island in my opinion, with a little bit of a spin because it is a bit more structured with this pathing, which I actually really love. Let's see this little neighborhood over here with these two houses. I love that they match. I think it's so nice to have a little neighborhood that's matching if you're putting two houses together, maybe changing something small like the door type so that they still feel similar, but there's a little bit of difference there. All of the blue items that they have, it's really so thoughtful. Like the little blue rain boots and the puddle is so cute. I am a huge fan of the rain boots in general, so really love that. And mixing them with a little puddle coat is always really nice. Let's see, I'm gonna come back around this way and continue to the back of this path. Also, if I just like pan up, like look at how beautiful this is. I feel like I'm in just a little like cozy cottage like storybook. It's really like transports you to another world being on this island, and I really love when an island or a creator can do that. So here is one of the resident rep houses, and they made it feel really grand by adding these like outdoor stalls in front. It feels a little different from the regular houses, which I really like, just being able to put a little spin or something different on structures that everyone else may have on their island, which is really cool. This little resident rep also has their own little potato farm, which is super cute. And it's just the perfect inspiration for some natural decor. This little seating area as well, and the mushrooms. I love this so much. I know that this is just like an island that was made for me to be obsessed with pretty much. This is everything I try to do when I'm creating islands as well. So I don't know. I know I love all this creators island, so I'm biased, but this is just so good. We have this really nice little centerpiece over here with the gazebo and the little seating areas. I love when you're just kind of transitioning between areas and you have a big space to think about fun ways that fit your island theme and really just add to something kind of more interesting to walk through than just a regular pathway. So really love that, the mix of bushes and plants. And then over here we're seeing this little additional neighborhood, and look at how cute with the gazebo in the back. That's really pretty. And as you can see, as we're walking through here, I'm starting to get an idea of how they're laying out the island and making it feel so interesting, even on such a flat island without having any of that additional terraforming, because they're really sectioning out all these areas so well with their pathing, with the trees, etc. It is really so well done. This is resident services back here, so you can see how nicely this fits in. It has a really beautiful, just natural feel all throughout here as well. And then if we went over back to the left over here, I think we will go this way because we didn't see the back left yet. I want to just see where this leads to, and look at this little transition area. I love the way that they're using the street lamps and the park clock. All of the white elements really help to brighten up the rest of the space, especially in this time of day. And really, when you're on this island and when you're walking around, it feels so immersive, and again, it just feels really magical. I'm just really loving the overall aesthetic of this one, and it feels really different, really nice different take on just a natural island or a traditional like cottagecore island. Another really cool centerpiece in the kind of fork of the road here, which is really cool. They're really getting creative and different with the way that they're just breaking up some of these spaces, which is really nice to see. If we come across this way, I can tell that over here is Nook's Cranny. And again, they are really hiding it behind what really works with their island theme. So those blue stalls really kind of hide some of that Nook's Cranny exterior, which is really nice. And then it's just really nice natural decor all around with this farm over here. You can even see some of this really nice water terraforming, or waterscaping, which just adds like the perfect little skinny river ways all throughout as well. And if we come back over this way, it looks like attached to Nook's Cranny is this really cool, like, I don't know. I don't know if this is like a workstation area or if this is actually like a plant shop, maybe. It feels more like a shop actually, because we have like the little greenhouses back here and everything's so organized that it feels like this is where you can go maybe buy some plants. It's so beautiful. I'm just in awe of this idea. I really haven't seen anyone do something quite like this for a little like greenhouse or plant shop, and it's really so well done. Coming up this way and over the bridge, we have another farm, and oh my goodness, they use the little piggy bank items to be pigs. Have you guys ever seen that before? I actually haven't seen anyone do that. How cute is that little farm? The little pink pigs with the stalls behind them. That is so creative. I love that. That's just so cute. I don't know if we probably can't go anywhere back there because it is fenced off. So let's continue through this way and off and see if we could go behind where Nook's was. So I saw this little kind of entryway over here to this garden. And I just want to open up my camera because I can tell that this is going to be really beautiful. Look at that little meadow that we can enter into. So it looks to be a diagonal meadow, and of course they're bringing in the blues and the whites that really go with their overall theme. It's also starting to get a little bit brighter on the island, which is really cool to see just some of those color changes. But look at this beauty as we walk around. So much work went into this. I love a diagonal meadow like this. It's just so pretty. It's so fun to frolic around. I am afraid that I'm going to ruin some of their flowers because I get so excited just running around here, but I adore this. This to me is like the equivalent of creating like a little lake on your island. It's a really great filler space that's so beautiful. And if it works well with your island to create a meadow like this, I highly recommend it. It's just a beautiful like composition and layout. And it works so nicely, especially at the back of your island, like right up against the ocean water. Adding in just all of the little details as well really pulls this whole little area together. Coming through along this way, I see that we have now found Able Sisters. How cute. And there is a little kind of bench, like tiny park little space, I guess, in front of Able Sisters right here. Look at how cute all of these little setups are. I'm a really big fan of their neighborhoods and the way that they are able to set up these spaces, and really just overall, it just transports you to this town. I can't even explain it, but it just is so immersive and warm and inviting. I'm obsessed. I am clearly obsessed with this island. Let's see, over here, also like kudos to them for making this blue steel fence look so good around all of their little gardens and these little parks. Even this little park over here with like the blue stroller, so cute. And it's right up against a little waterway over here. I think there's actually a lake over there, but that's a really serene and beautiful place to sit. Like the cutest little park ever. This like town aesthetic, I think, is definitely what I gravitate towards the most. It feels just like the right amount of realistic and the right amount of, I don't know, like a cottage storybook that I want to live in. So I don't know, this is just so good. Coming through here, they have this really nice little transition area with this pergola over here. We're even bringing in some of those pear trees that bring in a little bit of green as well, and really just complements all the other colors nicely. And then if we open up the camera here, we have a little cul-de-sac area. How good is this? The mixture of like that concrete road and then the white wood planks works really beautifully together. I'm definitely gonna go check out just around each of the houses and see some of the decor over there, but I just wanted to get some different views because this is such a beautiful little setup over here. So there's some really cute little farmy moments over here. Oh, this villager house actually leads right to that meadow, so they have a really ideal spot on the island. Like, how serene and relaxing would it be to live somewhere like this? So cute. It's the perfect, just cozy cottage vibes all throughout. Let's see if we can go anywhere else back here. So their house also kind of leads to this meadow. They have this little kind of blue garden as well. And then all back here, they even have a little swing over on that piece of rock, which is really nice. Just the perfect little kind of abode over here. Also kind of leads over to some other cute little details. Oh, so this resident rep house actually leads to the secret beach, and they have this really cute way of laying out the path over here in these circles, which is really nice. It's a fun way to just break up some of that pathing. It feels really natural. And then that leads over to their own little secret beach. How cute is that? I love that. I want to live, I think, in this spot over here on the island. I'm gonna come back up this way. Oops, I think I got my character stuck for a second. And check out this villager house. So this one has their own little outdoor seating area. I love that they're mixing in some of those lawn chairs with the bistro table. It really just gives it a very homey, cute feel to it. And then they have their own kind of little fountain over here. They probably do a lot of gardening with that shed as well, which is really just so sweet. I'm gonna continue up and back this way because I want to see what else is over to the right of the island if we can go anywhere else this way, or else we'll kind of loop back around and see if we've missed anything else back there. But there is some more kind of neighborhoods up here. Look at this cute little setup with the blue phone booth. Love that. And then we have this villager house, which is a lighter blue color, and this villager house. So I'm going to open up the camera so we can get a really kind of zoomed out view over here. How good is this? I'm just obsessed. I love the way that everything is so perfectly connected as well. It's really easy to just find your way around this island. It's also easy to like get lost in a good way because there's just so many different directions to take, but the pathing makes it really easy to just continue to explore. We have a little gyroid garden over here, and of course they're like neutrals and blues. They work really nicely. And I think something that's really helping with this island is just all of the fencing that really separates out all of these little areas. It definitely makes everything have their own spot and place. And like I said, since there's no cliff terraforming on this island, that's really important to really separate out some of these areas. So it looks like we have another garden over here using some of these blue bushes. And look at that pretty view that we can get with the bridge in the background. That's really so pretty to see. Like, wow, what a view that is. With the diagonal gardens here and then that villager house with all the blue stalls around it. You can also see that they're making the villager houses appear so much bigger by adding in all of those blue outdoor stalls, which is really nice. I think that's a really smart way to just add some more kind of space to those villager houses if you want them to take up just a little bit more space on your island. It's so interesting what like different items they're using to bring the blue in, like this little blue car over here. Of course, a ton of the blue natural elements as well, which really helps just tie everything in this island together. I just really could like run around this island all day. It's so aesthetically pleasing, and I want to live on this island pretty much. Look at this. Oh, I love the wheat fields in this time of year. This like almost like pale green color is so pretty, and of course fits their island beautifully. So we have the tractor over here. I can see that there's a little rooftop area as well that I can't wait to go up on. But I mean, anytime putting a tractor in between those wheat fields, it's so good. It is, the tractor was meant to be surrounded by wheat fields. And this leads you over to their beach as well. So they've really carved out that pathway to make that accessible also. So I'm going to come up this little way over here, and we have this beautiful lookout area, perfect amount of detail up here. Who wouldn't want to do some laundry while looking out at this stunning, stunning lake? This is just so peaceful. This island, like I said, is very peaceful, very serene. It gives a very magical cottage feel to it. And I mean, you cannot get better than this view. I'm gonna kind of pan the camera around and see what else we can see, but I love this. I love this area. I think the lake makes so much sense on their island also, and it brings in even more blue, which is perfect for them. Really love that little area as well. I'm gonna come back around over this way and take in some more of this beauty. I think if we go over here, there is some stuff we haven't seen yet, but I do want to head towards the back one more time because I think I missed a couple of things just towards the very back of the island, like the campsite, etc. So I'm going to follow maybe this pathway over here and see if I can get back this way. Okay, cool. So here was the secret beach. And then over here is their campsite. And I love that the campsite is very like closely related to that secret beach because it makes so much sense. Like, who wouldn't want to have really close beach access? I love the little barbecue area that they've set up as well. And then just all of the natural elements around here, just with the pathing and the natural trees and flowers alone. That amount of decor is just perfect for this little campsite that they have, surrounded by water as well, which is really pretty, and just a little bit of fencing. This creator could teach like a master class in very simple and intentional designing and decorating, which I would definitely attend that class. I love this little area. There's even a little bench over here to sit by the water, which is really cute. So we're gonna wrap back around this way and head up towards the front of the island to some of those other little areas that we missed. I know that there was like a little community garden and some more of that waterscaping that I wanted to look at. So let's move up this way and see what we may have missed so far. So coming up over this little bridge over here, I did want to open up the camera because you can get a view of some of their waterscaping that they've done, and look at how beautiful that is. So even though they probably kept a lot of their waterscaping similar to their original map, you can tell that they've done a lot of work on their waterscaping to make it feel really natural, which is not easy to do. I think waterscaping is like the hardest thing in this game. We even have a little community garden over here. I must say the codes for the signs that they've picked are just chef's kiss, so pretty, so aesthetically on point, which I know is like half the battle in this game. Getting the right codes for your island is not easy. And then just so much beauty and detail throughout every little like nook and cranny on this island. Every space is so well done, and it feels very charming all throughout here. And I think it's really hard to get that down pat with the very simple and natural islands. And you can see that that really comes through just with some of the custom codes and with some of their curation of items that they're using as well. I think I missed this area before, but off to the left of this villager house over here, there's a little walkway over on the beach, and over here, and you can see even the little lighthouse in the background. It has a very nautical feel to it, which is really beautiful, and just such a simple and serene design for their peninsula, bringing in, of course, the iconic blues of their island. And this water fountain is just the perfect little centerpiece and lookout area to do on your peninsula. I really love the way that this came out. I love a good peninsula design. I think we did see everything on this island. I am truly blown away and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think. As always, let me know if there's something you'd like to see next. Feel free to submit your islands as well on Discord or via Twitter or Instagram. I would love to see your islands and hear from you all. So with that, thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye.